Welcome to the program Getting Ready for Job Interview, the M.M. Patel Way. This part deals with understanding questions. Unless until we understand questions, it will be very difficult for us to design the response. Visit www.youtube.com and search Magan Lal Patel for other videos. First of all, we will discuss why should you understand a question. An interviewer has a tool that is questioning. He can ask a variety of questions in variety of manners. Unless you understand a question and its expectations, it's not possible to respond effectively. A question can have two basic expectations. Number one, explicit expectation. This is the literal and direct requirement of the question. 2. Implicit expectations. A question may have hidden requirements. It's very important to understand these expectations. The implicit expectations may be hidden in the question or may be expressed by the body language of the interviewer. Here, body language would include the tone in which a question has been asked. In this part, we will understand the type of questions using examples. The way questions are asked, they can be classified as follows. Closed questions, open and general questions, open and specific questions, highly specific questions, probing questions, linking questions, hypothetical questions, loaded questions, leading questions, forced choice questions, and multiple questions. Now we will discuss your role while responding a question. What is a good question? A good question elicits the best response possible. However, it's not your lookout to assess quality of a question or the way it has been asked. Never waste your energy on this. An interviewer may not be experienced to ask right question in right ways. He may also deliberately asking wrong questions in wrong ways. You should not forget that he has come to check your capabilities, and for that he may be creating situations by asking questions in different ways. Now, what is a good response? A good response shall meet the explicit as well as implicit requirement of the question. This should be your basic concern while responding to a question. Now we will discuss type of questions using examples. Question type number 1. Closed question. Closed questions can be answered by either one word or phrase or yes or no. For example, what is your name? Or are you single? Here the answers will be one word. However, there are closed questions most likely to be followed by further questions. The question, do you have knowledge of computers? Can be answered by a single word, either yes or no. However, this question in all likelihood will be followed by a specific question probing into details of your computer expertise. Therefore, exercise proper care while responding to closed questions. Let's see the examples. Are you prepared to work extra hours? You can either say yes or no. Instead of stopping after saying yes or no, it's much better to give reasons of your yes or no. If you do not give reasons, the next question will be, why are you saying yes or why are you saying no? And then unnecessary, the control will go to interviewers. How many subjects did you study in second semester of third year? Now you can give the number. Instead of giving simply number of subjects and then stopping, it is much better to continue naming the subjects and then explaining subjects of your liking. In all likelihood, the questions will be asked related to subjects of your liking, and you will have the control of the interview. Type of questions number 2. Open and general question. Here, descriptive answer is expected. The boundaries are open and undefined. Open and general questions are opposite to closed questions. They give opportunity for response in detail and in different directions. It is up to you to quickly decide the coverage of your response. Let's see the examples. How is cinema useful? Now the question is very open. You can discuss general usefulness. You can discuss usefulness to any categories of people. You can even discuss economics of cinema and benefit to the society. You can also discuss use of cinema for advertising and business. This is because no boundary is defined, and it's up to you to decide in which area and in what manner you want to respond to this question. The second example is explain global warming. Again, the boundary is not defined, and it is up to you to decide what content you want to include in your response. Question type number 3 is open and specific question. These questions are asked to ascertain understanding of a concept, system, or subject. The boundaries are broadly defined. Open and specific questions are created by giving a boundary to an open question. The response expected is details within the limits defined. See the example. How is cinema useful to engineering students? Here you cannot discuss the general usefulness. You will have to discuss with reference to engineering students. That way, boundary is defined. The next question is narrate qualities of some of your good teachers. Here, the boundary is your good teachers. You cannot discuss the qualities of an ideal teacher. You will have to keep on giving references to some of your good teachers. Question type number 4. Highly specific question. These questions focus on understanding of a specific subject, matter, or idea. Here, the boundaries are well defined. These type of questions have very narrow and very well defined boundary. The question is drafted very carefully, seeking a precise, specific, and to the point response. Let's see the examples. How is cinema useful to you in your studies? Narrate your experiences. Here you will have to discuss usefulness of cinema with reference to your learning and your experience. The next question is, which quality of your father would you like to copy and why? Here the boundary is quality of your father which you would like to copy, and you will have to give very specific reasons for your copying your father. Question type number 5. Probing question. These questions are asked to draw more information, maybe in depth about your knowledge, skill, or attitude. Probing questions are asked to check your in-depth understanding of a topic or issue. Generally, probes will be preceded by open and general questions. Therefore, you need to be careful when responding to a general question. Probing questions need to be highly specific to get desired information to the point. Let's see the example. You saw Chak De. How did you use leadership lessons from the film? Before this question, the interviewer might have ensured that you have seen Chak De and you like the movie. Now he wants to check your in-depth understanding and analysis. Here you cannot give general answers. You will have to be very specific and to the point as far as your learning with reference to leadership lessons. The next question is, if you are given 1000 rupees to buy books, which type of books will you buy? You might have said about your reading hobby. An interviewer now wants to check your seriousness about your hobby. Question type number 6. Linking question. These questions are useful for transition from one topic to another. Linking questions are asked linking two topics to assess or establish a relation between two topics. Let's see the examples. You talked about cinema. How does it help politicians? Now here, cinema is linked with the politicians. You are required to relate cinema with politics and politicians. The next question is, you said you like to work in quality. What knowledge will you need to acquire? Here the quality function is related with the knowledge required. Question type number 7. Hypothetical question. Here the question is based on assumptions. May be useful to find out problem solving skills. Hypothetical questions are asked to analyze an issue, theorize a practice, or create similarities, linkages between two topics. In an interview situation, the candidate is asked hypothetical question to understand his attitude and motives. Let's see the examples. How will you motivate students of your college to see Chak De again? Now the question is really hypothetical. What is being checked is your leadership skill to motivate others in a desired direction. The next question is, all are required to work 12 hours in a day regularly in our company. What do you think? Again, this is a hypothetical situation. You need to give a professional answer covering many aspects of the issue. Question type number 8. Loaded question. These questions are asked to test ability to think through an issue. Used badly, it can unsettle the candidate. Loaded questions are asked particularly in interviews to check emotional stability and capability of handling critical situations. These questions may unsettle the candidate if he or she is not prepared or not aware or not confident. Let's see the example. Why do you waste time and money on movie watching? This question will be asked after checking your liking the movies. It is expected that you come out with rational justification of movie watching. The next example is, you fared bad in this interview. How do you evaluate your performance? This question might be asked at the end of the interview. This is to check your professional maturity and capability of handling an adverse situation. Here you need to manage yourself and give a rational analysis of your performance. Question type 9. Leading question. Question indicates the required or desired answer. May create confusion in the mind of the candidate. Leading questions are carefully framed and worded by experienced interviewers to forcefully lead the interviewee to an answer of their choice. May be incorrect or inappropriate. You need not come under interviewer's influence or pressure. Leading questions are deliberately asked to check your personal values. Example. It is true that cinema is the only media to motivate student. Is it not? Here, the interviewer has made a positive statement. Indirectly, he is asking for an yes. If you give a positive answer, the next question will be justify your agreeing with the interviewer. If you are not prepared with the justification, you will be put to trouble. The next example is, semester system is not at all useful. Don't you agree? Here again, the interviewer wants you to agree to whatever he has said. If you blindly agree, he may negate his statement and ask for justification. These type of questions may put you in confusion, and coming out of that confusion will be very difficult. Therefore, you need not agree blindly to what interviewer has said. You should give answer in yes and no and give justification for both. Question type number 10. Forced choice question. Here the question gives one choice out of two given alternatives. A forced choice question will give limited choices out of which the candidate is required to choose one. A quick, illogical response may put the candidate in trap. One should at least mention other related choices too while responding. Let's see the example. What would you prefer, love stories or crime stories? Now here, if you say love stories, the question will be, why not crime? Or the question will be, what other types of stories are there? And the further probing questions will put you in trouble and may be creating unsettling situations. Therefore, while responding to this question, you should mention other type of stories also which you might be liking. The next question is, accept a salary of rupees 10,000 or let's call it a day. Okay? This question is giving you two choices, accept rupees 10,000 or forget the job. Here you need to be very careful if you accept the job or if you do not accept the job. Even if you say no, it should be very conditional so that coming back again to acceptance of the job will not create an issue. Question type number 11, multiple question. Here more than one questions are asked at a time. Multiple questions, that is more than one questions in one go, are generally asked by an inexperienced interviewer. However, multiple questions might be asked intentionally to confuse or study the skill. Let's see the example. Is watching movie a costly hobby? Is it useful? What is bad about it? Now here in one go 3 questions have been asked. You need to remember the question and respond one by one. How will you spend your coming vacation? Will you watch movies? Which ones? In this case also there are 3 questions. While responding, you need to remember all 3 questions. You can also add what other activities you are going to undertake during vacation. The next question is, will you read books? Which ones? Which one did you like most? Again there are 3 questions. You need to respond to these questions one by one. Let's repeat the classification of the questions. Closed questions, open and general questions, open and specific questions, highly specific questions, probing questions, linking questions, hypothetical questions, loaded questions, leading questions, forced choice questions, and multiple questions. Having understood the type of questions, you will be able to respond in a way that would meet both explicit and implicit requirements of the interviewers. Visit www.youtube.com and search Magan Lal Patel for other videos on getting ready for job interview.